ng Pangasinan, nakasuporta po sa budget ninyo. At kung kinakailangan po ng dagdag, nandito rin po kami nakasuporta sa inyo. Madam Chair, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Majority Leader Marlene Agabas. I now recognize Representative Nina Lacson.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Madam Secretary, Department of Tourism, Family, distinguished colleagues, good afternoon. I would like to go ahead and put on the record right off the bat that I fully support increasing the budget of Department of Tourism. Especially, I believe, because the more revenue we bring in from tourism, the more we'll be able to help alleviate the tax burden po ng mga Pilipino. So, super important po sa akin to help the Filipino people. I have 3 topics question po. The first one is a fun one in regards to food tourism. Based on the NEP, 75 million is allocated po for gastronomy. Can you expand on exactly what po that entails? Kasi currently, right now, the Philippines does not have any Michelin star recognition for our restaurants, and napakasarap po ng food natin. And even the renowned chef Gordon Ramsay even said, he quoted when he visited this earlier this year, na Philippine cuisine is like the Sleeping Beauty of Asia. So I wanted to ask what's included in that gastronomy expenses, and what's the plans for bringing Michelin stars recognition?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Gastronomy tourism is now part of the national tourism strategy of our country, as it is clearly identified under the National Tourism Development Plan. And therefore, we've made very concrete efforts to push for gastronomy tourism for the Philippines, beginning with hosting the United Nations Tourism Regional Gastronomy Tourism Forum for Asia and the Pacific in Cebu, which resulted in the endorsement of the Cebu Call to Action on the sustainable development of gastronomy tourism. Shortly, in a few months, we're hosting the Tela Madre Asia Pacific in Bacolod, which will push for sustainable gastronomy tourism development. And we have also made very concrete measures to ensure that the global spotlight on the Philippines is flashed through the arrival of the Michelin Guide. To give you the specifics on the application of the expenditure proposed for gastronomy tourism, I yield the floor to Undersecretary Verna Buensuceso.
Thank you, Secretary, and thank you, Madam Chair. With regard to the Philippine Culinary Guide Selection and Activation Program, this is really part and parcel of our initiative to develop and promote gastronomy tourism in the country. We always say that our food sometimes is our best kept secret, but now it's the time to come out and really promote what we have, the diversity of culinary tourism offerings that we have all across the country. So the idea here is really to amplify the Philippines' culinary excellence and promote the country as a food and gastronomy destination. Our idea is also to promote awareness among our food and gastronomy tourism stakeholders on standards, that will make us world-class and, align us with the various culinary destinations of the world. So the idea here is really to launch a culinary guide based on various criteria that make us world-class. And in line with the program for gastronomy tourism, the idea is really to come up with a culinary audit of various destinations that are ready to already be promoted as gastronomy destinations for the country. And the idea is also to come up with a culinary guide selection and activation program. So the idea here is year on year, you will expand the destinations that will be looked into for gastronomy tourism promotion. So this is a program that we are doing, of course, in collaboration with our stakeholders in food and gastronomy tourism industry, and also our regional offices and regional directors, along with other partners in the private sector. Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you po, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, my last question po is in regards to educating and learning more about the other regions of the country besides our beautiful beaches, because from my understanding, most of the tourists here coming to the Philippines, what we're recognized for is having one of the best beaches in the world. Correct naman po ito, pero napakaganda po lahat ng buong Pilipinas. Like, for example po, ang mga rice terraces ng Banawe, it's just like the rice terraces in Vietnam. Pero a lot of people don't know about this, and they don't know about the riding culture, the motorcycle culture we have here. I believe there's like a tour you can do from all over all three islands. Pero hindi po ito na-promote. Ang tanong ko po, Madam Chair, is there a campaign or a promotional campaign po on how to bring this out and market it to the rest of the world? I know we have the Love Tour, the Love campaign, and I love the pamphlets. Whoever designed those colorful pamphlets, I really commend them. Pero yes, yun po, Madam Chair, that's my question po.
Thank you. Madam Chair, for the tours all over the country, we have a program for that. Yusek Verna can explain our Philippine experience program started by the Administration Secretary Garcia Frasco, and for our motor tourism, CEO Marga Nograles of TPB can expound on it, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Madam Chair. I yield the floor.
Thank you very much, Madam Chair. In relation to the diversification of our tourism product offerings and also equalizing opportunities across the different regions of the country, one of the flagship projects that our Tourism Secretary introduced is what we call the Philippine Experience Program. So these are basically culture, heritage, and arts caravans that guide us through the different regions of the country, highlighting our culinary offerings, highlighting culture and heritage offerings, highlighting wellness spots, looking at our indigenous communities, and taking a look at various nature-based cultural heritage destinations. So over the past years, we've been able to visit almost all the regions of the country. We're just lacking 3 more regions for the first round of these offerings. And for us to be able to make sure that this program is adopted, we invite our national tour operators to join us for them to develop the tour packages, and along with online travel agencies like Guide to the Philippines and also Klook. And so if you take a look at their platforms, you will see quite a number of Philippine experience programs that are already being sold. So this is our area. This is the idea, to diversify all these product offerings for tourism and cover the entire sphere of the nation. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Representative Lacson. I now recognize Representative Aniela Tolentino. I now recognize Representative Munir Arbison.
Magandang hapon sa lahat. In view of the resolution of the Supreme Court and the EO of the President, EO 91, transferring the province of Sulu to Region 9, may I know from the Secretary if Sulu was already included in your budget?
Madam Chair, we can confirm that given the Supreme Court decision, we did propose to the DBM funding support for Sulu's inclusion in the Region 9 office of the Department of Tourism. However, this proposal was not approved by the DBM.
So, thank you for the information, Madam Secretary. So, in view of this, of non-inclusion of the province of Sulu in the budget of the DOT, this representation would like to manifest that the budget of DOT be increased. Okay. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much for your manifestation, Representative Munir Orbison. I now recognize Deputy Majority Leader Howard Gintu.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First and foremost, I would like to thank Secretary Frasco for visiting our province last April during our kapistahan together with Marga Nograles and the whole DOT. Thank you for visiting our province. And second, I would like I've been trying to boost the tourism of our province, even the previous Congress. And because of that, I reached out to a GM Mark Lapid for the expansion of our airport. And thankfully, I am very thankful to Tiesa and to the whole DOT family for accommodating our funding request for the expansion of the Rojas City Airport. And I believe the Tiesa has earmarked already about 190 million for the expansion of the airport, and I'm very, very thankful for that. The expansion of our airport will not just attract more tourists, but it will also improve our economic activity. It will encourage investors that come into that will probably invest in our province. Kasi po tayo, pag bumabiyahe po tayo sa ibang lugar, internationally or locally, pag nagdating po natin sa isang bansa, pag nakita po natin maganda yung airport, ang unang-unang iniisip po natin, progresibo po yung bansa na yon or yung lugar na yon. Kaya nagpapasalamat po ako sa DOT at sa Tiesa. Naniniwala po ako na maging malaking tulong po yung pag-i-improve ng airport namin, no? With that, I am actually manifesting also and hoping na mabigyan natin ng karagdagan budget ang DOT, especially for the improvements of our infrastructure. As nasabi ko nga po kanina, pag na-improve po yung ating mga gateways, hindi lang po ito for the tourism, no? Hindi lang po para sa tourism. It has a very vast ripple effect, no? Ang mga negosyante, not just locally but even abroad, may potentially invest in our provinces. So with that, I would just like to manifest and thank the DOT family and the DIESA for spearheading the improvement of our Rojas City Airport. Thank you.
Thank you very much, DML Howard Gintu. For the second round of questions, interpellations, I now recognize Representative Rene Ko. Not here. Representative Brian Poe. Last but not the least, I now give back the floor to Representative Howard Gintu. He forgot
One
to ask.
question. Actually, this was already raised by our good congressman from Surigao. With the improvement of our airport, of course, we will be encouraging more tourists. Madam Secretary, you mentioned that there are such laws that have been crafted and with partnership with DOTR that will possibly lower the fees or the fare tickets. Is it possible, although you mentioned earlier there's a law